Top of the morning, Dish Rags. JJ back here from Up Your Bets with another free pick for it. So it's going to be Major League Baseball for Friday, August the 26th. Games going to be played between the Seattle Mariners and Cleveland Guardians. Going for the M's is Logan Gilbert, and for the Guardians is Shane Bieber. Current betting spread is a Pickem in total 7. So really took one off the chin with Tuesday's play behind Corbin Burns versus the Dodgers, splitting the Brewers' first 5 bets. They got to him early and often and en route to Burns' worst start of the season by far, probably one of the worst starts of his career. Remember when I said he doesn't get rocked? LOL. His 3-inning, 7 earned run performance did say hold my beer to that. The good news is that it's one game and we just move onward. We've also been a really good week in tennis as well for the Run Pure Bets crew, so it's great. Speaking of moving onward, it looks like my dad wants in on the video content action. So yes, expect content from him starting sometime in September. If you haven't seen or heard his content yet, you are in for a bit of a treat. Some know him as the Facts Man. He's clinically nuts, and he's on plenty of meds to keep him tame. But he is a big CFB bettor, and he'll dabble in NFL a little bit, but it's mostly college football. Regardless, expect quality stories, him trolling me, and more of him trolling me. So regardless, exciting stuff. And don't get it twisted, though. I don't just stand there and take it like a piñata. I'll be fisting him just as good. Well, actually, that sounds a little weird, right? But you know what I mean. Anywho, fun times ahead with the Pigskin Sports coming up. But as for today, let's talk some baseball. I fired on the Guardians here at -110, money line behind Bieber and that bullpen. So the M's get the dub last night behind Marco, and who often throws much better at home. The game saw 4 total runs, or 4 runs in the first inning, and 4 runs in the entire game. But on to tonight, though, this is a spot all about form, and we're the form we're getting on some of these arms coming in. And usually I'm somebody who likes to fade certain players' form when they're pitching really well or not pitching well. But there's also the mental aspect too, right? Like I've gotten that wrong a lot this year because I am a guy that often likes to bet towards regression and bet towards progression, if you will. But this is a nice spot overall. So Shane Bieber's throwing as good of a stretch as he had all season, or as he's had all season. 6 earned in his last 33 plus innings. And there's some big boy bats he's seen in between. His Ks are down from years prior, but also are his walks. He's a very savvy pitcher. He'll draw a Mariners lineup here that will likely be without Ty France and Sam Haggerty. Not a crazy big deal, but these are 2 competent starters. On the other side, Logan Gilbert is pitching in his worst stretch of the season. Maybe it's the regression police or maybe it's some weird yips, but he's given up 18 earned runs in his last 20 innings. Confidence isn't exactly on his side, but maybe the non-threatening Guardians lineup could help him out. Problem I see is Gilbert's weighted OBA of 344, which he's had a high weighted OBA, to right-handed bats. He's had that high OBA much of the season. He's just kind of been getting himself out of jams and hard contact finding gloves. And it's likely, though, that the righties will sting him here for the Guardians. Add in his lack of confidence, and you just have to assume there's going to be a decent amount of hard contact throughout this lineup, especially from the right-handed side. No current injuries to starters on the Guardians and to discuss. As for bullpens, the M's have taken some strides for sure, but the Guardians' closeout arms are top-notch. Now, we also know that Shane Bieber eats innings. He's gone 5.2 innings or more in 12 straight starts. It's always kind of been his thing since he's become a really good pitcher. Meanwhile, Gilbert hasn't pitched more than 6 innings in 15 straight starts. This is likely going to be a bullpen edge for the Guardians' pen. The M's used 3 of their hold guys yesterday. Not their best arms, but they did use 3 of their middle of the game guys. So if Gilbert is to go just 5 innings here, there will be a bit of a gap or a lax in terms of the arms you're going to see tonight from the Mariners. Meanwhile, Cleveland basically has a full suite of arms ready to go and their best arms as well. All in all, we get the pitcher in Shane Bieber in far better form right now. The more rested and better pen overall at the lovely price of just -110. The M's are home and are the better team, but this matchup should favor the Guardians all the way up to 125, which is why -110 shows value, and that's where I fired. So yes, Guardians, money line, -110 behind Shane Bieber versus the Mariners. May the odds be ever in our favor. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Create some fake accounts more. Thumbs up. If you did not enjoy, I hope you slip on a banana peel. Get up and slip on another banana peel. As always, drop comments below your thoughts on the entire slate, right? Let me know who you're firing on or what you're firing on. Or you could just stop in and say hello. No need to be a silent stalker. We all know nobody likes those types. As for this weekend, I'll be taking a rare breather as I'll be down by Old Father Time with my little sister. But fret not, as CFB is in full swing starting next weekend with Saturday live shows. Those will replace my baseball live shows. I know Cue the Tiny Violin, but I'm sure you guys will find them more enjoyable. And plus, I'll have more people on with me as well. Won't be a solo show anymore on Saturdays. And NFL is right behind that the following week. Expect Joey and Holden to hold it down, no pun intended. Sunday's MLB live show. Kager's live shows will, of course, continue to run as he just continues to smash that live end. So be sure to follow him and all his content. And, of course, we're going to see a lot more Spread and Tyler with NFL right around the corner. So look forward to all of that. I will also miss the NASCAR show this weekend with Coop and Keg, but they're two GOATs, and they'll have you plenty covered with quality content for the race. I'll be back Monday with an MLB play for Tuesday. But until then, be sure to gamble responsibly, stay safe, and as always, run pure.